Welcome back everyone, my name's Eltimar and we're going to be continuing our evil playthrough of Wrath of the Righteous. Where we left off last time, we had just arrived at the Tower of Estrad. This is one of the side quests we had to get done, and I don't know if it's going to go super duper good because I'm pretty sure we're evil and these visions are going to be mad at us. I did do a quick load earlier, but the recording wasn't working properly, so that's why you can still see some of what they have said here, but don't worry about it too much. Knapper's Burns, city that should never have fallen, fate that shows no mercy. Darkness and malevolent rage hide behind many masks, but I see them for what they are. I see them in you. This is true. I hear the echo of menacing footsteps. I feel the heat of an ancient, cursed rage. Old enemy, you will not escape so easily. I might have wanted to buff ahead of time. Servants of the Abyss, you entered the house of memory with evil in your souls. Soon you will be but a memory. Oh dear.
Can we retreat already?
Only one of them is attacking us. Oh. Well, that wasn't nearly as bad as I thought. We hit the vision for 17 and now it's gone. The translucent winged female warrior recoils from you with a look of fury on her beautiful face. You brought us to waking. What do you want, foe? Who are you? Not who, what. Memories. This place was created as a cradle of memory and fantasy. The things that belonged to the city's heroes were kept here. People used to come to this place to remember those heroes, and myself and the others are living memories. You woke us, and so here we are. Lots of things seem silent only until you care to listen. Like here, someone's memory has awoken to reveal itself to us. I thought it was only my kin who arranged stupid displays like this. For heroes' relics? Ridiculous. Who needs the scrap metal left behind by people dumb enough to get themselves killed? Who wants to admire a collection of failures and defeats? So your memories of whom? Of the heroes who the city wished to immortalize. Go touch a memory, see how they remembered us. After all, this place was created so that our names would never disappear into the mists of history. I wish I could say that we have not dishonored your memory, but Knapper's lies in ruins, and But you fearlessly battle the invaders with no thought for yourself. You've earned no censure. We are proud of you. Right, in the olden days mortal kind lost to the demons time after time, and now their descendants are continuing their losing streak. How could they not be proud of that? Why did you attack me? Because you are darkness. The abyss lives within you, and you gladly submit to it. I sense that you recently allowed your bloodlust to blind you in order to stand against a powerful demon. This confrontation took place very close by, somewhere deep below the city, but the echo of your deeds has reverberated much further. The world takes notes of all doings, deeds and even thoughts, noble and dark alike. I don't know what you are, but you frighten me, and I am a memory of somebody who spent centuries fearlessly fighting the hordes of the abyss. You fought for centuries and you lost for centuries? Maybe the world needed someone stronger than you to get the job done. The hordes of the abyss have battled each other since the dawn of time, but the triumph of one monster over another offers no reprieve to mortal kind. No matter who emerges victorious from that battle, they will inevitably turn their weapons on us. Bye, illusion. Farewell. The power that gives us the semblance of life is running out, and soon we will once again be memories, living only in words, pictures, and songs. And it's gone. And there's a vision of Eliandra. Darkness and Melville. Oh, it's the same thing as before. Okay. So only one of them wanted to talk to us in any actual capacity. And
I like you.
Range gets healing done here. Woljip is a little bit hurt, as is Lendwog.
Yes.
Lendwog has her own healing spells, doesn't she? I should probably have given her level 2 spells. Or spell, I should say. She's only got the one so far. That's going to be Cure Moderate. She's full on those. And she is also full. No level 2 spells for her. Blur, and Mirror Image. My dog is barking. Excellent. Exactly what I want first thing in the morning. Spells per day for Bard. That's not a big deal. He doesn't have level 2 spells yet, but soon. He gets 5 spells per day. That's so many. What is her alignment again? Neutral good, alright. We have to figure out who we're gonna bring along. At least Darren will be coming in our group because well,
This way.
so we're gonna go like this, just so we can sneak in a little. The red-skinned, long-haired tiefling raises his pain-filled eyes to you. A magical brand stands out on his chest, freshly burned into his skin. The flesh around the brand is inflamed and has an unhealthy-looking hue. Hey, stop! Who are you, Crusaders? Well, well, well. I was looking to add a couple more Crusader heads to my collection, and all. Why just assume we're Crusaders, though? Where'd you get that idea, huh? I mean, do we look like Crusaders? Oh right, the tiefling noses the sacred symbol of Iomedae gleaming on the paladin's chest and sighs. I suppose that explains it. You certainly don't look like a Crusader. Thank you. We're no Crusaders, we're just ordinary thieves, vagrants, beggars. His eyes skate over the party and stop on Camellia. Well, and some local princess. You can take her and we'll be on our way. You trying to lie to me, freak? I see the blood of the conquerors of this world flows in your veins, as it does in mine. You could have been on our side, but instead, you're bowing and scraping from the mortals. You can die with them. Disgusting filth, get out of here before I kill you all. I don't know if we succeeded or not. Yeah, we did. A couple of them ran away. It seems that only Killis took the most intimidating and bloodthirsty warriors with him. Only the cowardly rabble have remained with Faxon. Half of them quickly turned to flee the tower with Faxon's rebuking profanities following them as they go. I can kill you right now, or I can give you a few more minutes of life if you answer my questions. The tiefling shoots you a vicious grin. You won't be getting out of here alive either way, so why not? Let's have a chat. Who are you? You don't look like a museum worker. I am Faxon, servant of Baphomet, the ranking member of the Templars of the Ivory Labyrinth in this city, and the new master of this tower. And you better watch your mouth, or else my curses will rip your soul to flaming shreds. Would you forget the museum? For the last 3 months, the tower has served as a cover for me and my servants. I set up my base in the cellar of the local museum, smuggled an entire regiment of my Templars into the city. It's the ideal place for a secret hideout. The museum was left in charge of in the charge of a doddering old man who can hardly remember his own name. When our lord struck Canaris, we plunged a blade into the Crusader's back, and a glorious fight it was. Now Lord Xanthier has ordered us to strip Canaris of everything that might be of interest to him, and remove it from the city. He is a great master of the occult and magical arts, and this museum is chock full of all kinds of relics that could prove very interesting to study. You look awful. What's wrong with your tattoo? The tiefling gives you a hateful glare. Lord Menago was displeased with me. She branded me with this rune to make me suffer. Menago wanted me to subjugate the demons of our ally Discari, to wrest control away from that idiot Killis, but I failed. But it's my luck is turning. You don't look like rank and file Crusaders. When I bring Menago your heads, all will be forgiven and shall remove the brand. Come here and I'll remove the brand for you, along with the rest of your skin. You should have run when you first saw me. Faxon's eyes narrow in fury and he releases a feral shriek that sets his gang slavering for your blood. The demons and Templars give answering howls to their leader and surge forward to attack. There's only 3. There's a Dretch, an Abercandaloo, and Faxon himself. Let's take down the Abercandaloo first. You know what? Oh, there's another. So there's Crusaders over here too.
Beg me to stop.
What is? Who is that? And why are they casting spells? Hey, and oh, is he charmed? No. Weird. Okay. I'm not really sure who got killed there. Very confused as to who is fighting whom. Oh, there's another Abercandaloo behind us too. We could move everyone back to Kaneo and just get some melee in there. At the end of the fight, what happened to Faxon? Is he still down there?
Where do you want me? Yes.
Well, we can save. We're not technically in combat currently. Did we kill him? Was he in this group that died? Oh, he was. I didn't even realize he came into combat. Well, that wasn't a very exciting fight then, because he died without us even really noticing him. There's a basement we can enter. which we will be doing very shortly. Let's push the golem.
Might be trap, might be treasure.
Oh,
Can't stop me.
haha, it was an achievement for that. That was amazing. We got an achievement called Death by Column. We killed... Oh, it's killing group members or killing enemies? Let's look at it. Hit your own party with the rolling column in the Tower of Estrad. So apparently many people have done that. Or they expect people to do that because it was actually an achievement, which is very funny. That was good. Okay. Let's move everyone into sort of a position where they can't be hit by things.
I'll take the bait.
And athletics check up
I
here.
did it.
Oh, I didn't want my whole group to come up, but that's fine. Push this column over.
Oh, did you see that?
I found
This way.
something.
There's a trap here, which is not abnormal.
I hope you appreciate this.
Alright, let's go back down here. There was definitely a thing we saw over here. Some loot hidden in the rubble, which is a shield, or a buckler I should say. Buckler +1. Cool. Oh, that was cool. I'm actually kind of glad we did
Wherever
that.
my
It was very
legs carry
funny.
me.
Yeah, I don't see anything else around here, except maybe up here. Quickly go check up here. In case there's something worth grabbing. There's a candelabra. There's no perception checks, so I'm gonna guess there's nothing there. Downstairs we go. There's blood leading downstairs. It's probably not the best thing. Like how we went downstairs by going upstairs. That doesn't make much sense.
Let's shake a
I
leg.
don't know if we need spells in here because I don't know how tough this place is. I can't remember. I don't think it's that tough. We have another book. We have a bunch of garbage. Uh-oh. Telmer, a pale and frightened half-elf, looks at you warily. His face is twisted in a grimace, like he just ate something slimy. Hey, who are you? Praise Baphomet. What are you doing here? Did Faxon send you? I heard a noise outside, but I was busy making a list of the relics. Did something happen? Who are you? I'm Telmer, the scribe and senior aide to Lord Xanthir, the Plagued One, and do forgive me, but Faxon has been assigned to this command, has he not? Where is he? What are you doing here? I'm compiling a list of the valuable Crusader artifacts Lord Xanthir has ordered that everything of use be transported from Canaveras and saved from the looting and destruction. We chose the museum as the place to collect and sort through the trophies. Unfortunately, the local thieves have proved even quicker off the mark than the demons. They ransacked the museum in the first few hours of the assault, but there are some objects of interest among the exhibits they left behind. The museum custodian has been kind enough to advise me on those, but where's Faxon? Woljif sniggers. Minus thieves and Mendev, turn your back and everything that isn't nailed to the floor will be gone when you turn around again. The demons had no chance against them. Masters of our trade we are. When Dwog looks at Woljif in surprise, that's actually slightly impressive. Not very impressive, but still. There you go, bragging again, dummy. Thieving has never led to anything but harm, trust me. You fought the way you thieve, now that might be useful. No thanks, every person has their calling and this is mine, but imagine if you fought as well as we thieve. Where's the museum custodian? Over in the gallery. I deceived him, I told him I was a crusader. It wasn't difficult, the old geezer is out of his mind, so tell me, where's Faxon? Get your hands off the crusader relics. The half-elf leaps back nimbly, pulling a sheaf of papers from his bag as he goes. No, I have valuable letters from Lord Xanthir here, I must destroy them. The cultist balls the pages up in his fist and shoves them in his mouth and begins furiously chewing them like a hamster. A moment later, the half-elf's eyes bulge as he opens his mouth, which is stuffed with masticated paper. He tries to cough, but nothing comes out. The failed saboteur looks at you in desperation, his eyes are streaming. His face is growing paler by the second and he falls to his knees. A strangled wheeze emerges from behind the wad of wet paper. His expressions veer from hilarious to the grotesque as he signals you to you for help. Wendwog, watching the half-elf suffering, snorts and bursts into brazen laughter. Silently watch the half-elf gasping for breath. The half-elf falls into convulsions, scrambling at his throat. For all that time he looks at you in terror, the bystander to his horrific demise. What an idiot. God has punished them all. At least we can see the kind of mind that swears allegiance to a demon lord. I wish all cultists were as dumb as this one. It all ends quickly. The half-elf's lifeless eyes stare up at you in silent rebuke. I mean, we were gonna kill him anyways, but he did it himself. which is much better.
Trail me.
Alright, let's see what we can find in here. This needs... Oh, it doesn't need a lockpick. 90%.
I am helpful.
Door number
Am I
1
not?
is opened up to us and has some old maps and a shining shell, a Lady Calendar's chain shirt, and counterfeit Derek Sunhammer's jewelry. The chain shirt is a +2 mithril chain shirt, which actually, I think, doesn't give a whole lot of arcane spell failure. 10 arcane spell failure. He can wear light armor, but can he wear light armor? Will that mess up some stuff? Let's take a look. I honestly don't remember. Okay, he gets armor proficiencies with things, but he already has light armor proficiency. I know certain magic classes can use armor while casting. It's a matter of... Just trying to figure out if you can use armor or not. I think he can. Okay. When wearing light or no armor. Oh no. So he's using canny defense. When wearing light or no. Oh, yes, it is light armor though. And using his chosen weapon, he gets +1 intelligence bonus for magic's level as a dodge bonus to armor class. So I think this is light armor, and I think he can wear it. It is counted as light armor. So that should help our standing in melee. Mage armor won't be nearly as useful anymore, or as useful at all, but that doesn't really matter too much. Shield will still be useful. I don't think it's an armor bonus. I think it's a deflection bonus. If I'm not mistaken. So there we go. We have something useful for our main character to try out. My dog is being very gross today.
What's in wait for
He's
me
very
there,
annoying.
I wonder?
I am yours.
Alright, let's pick... Oh, this lock is 95%.
I am helpful. Am I not?
And inside there's a
It
trap,
might be
and
a
a trap, and a
trap.
trap. Many traps. Okay, let's stop here. Camellia,
Well,
who I think will keep in our group for a good long time. Mostly because she does appear to be of an unknown alignment.
I hope you appreciate this. I am helpful. Am I not?
I think that's all the traps.
I am helpful. Am I not?
Cool. Let's see what we got. Nothing good. Nothing good. A kukri of +1, I think. +1 cold iron finesse. Extra damage to undead. A normal Falcata. Book just called Yaniel.
I hope you
And a
appreciate
bow.
this.
An entrapping longbow. +1 composite. Reflex or become entangled. Fancy.
This way.
What did I do with this guy when I leveled him up now? Been a bit. Been a couple days. Diablo 2 came out and I played a whole bunch of it yesterday. Way too much. Oh right, he's our dagger guy. We do need to get more ranged people in this group. We have too many
Wherever my
melee.
legs carry me.
Teldon might not survive this. Just as a heads up, I don't remember what our options are. The old man is looking around absent-mindedly and shrinks away as you get closer. His head seems to shake uncontrollably, but his hands are surprisingly deft and assured as they level a magic wand at you. Stand back, what are you, robber or a demon? Hey, take it easy, Gramps. So that's the way it is, eh? You see horns and think a thief or demon? Quit scaring the old man, dummy. Have you seen your horns? They, how should I put this, don't exactly inspire trust in a city that's currently overrun with demons. I'm not gonna hurt you. The old man goggles at you in terror, but he doesn't lower his wand. A rustling sound comes from somewhere behind him. Rats. The old man wheels around fearfully and peers in the direction the sound came from. The hand holding the wand gradually falls to his side. And he turns back to you. There's no fear in his expression, only vague confusion. I'm sorry, I was distracted. What were we talking about? Who are you? The old man lowers the wand in confusion. I think his expression grows distraught and mournful as though he's on the verge of crying. I forget. His gaze falls on a piece of cloth carefully stitched to his cloak which reads Teldon, Tower of Estrad Museum Custodian. Aha! I'm Teldon, the Custodian here. My memory isn't quite what it was. My faculties are failing me. but at one time my mind could cut like a diamond. I was a battle mage, one of the few who survived the tower or the Battle of the Lost Chapel. But I'm an old man now. Sometimes I set down my keys one moment and the next, I can't remember where I put them. With a pleased smile, the old man pulls a hefty set of keys from his pocket, proudly showing them to you. Here they are, my keys, my little lovelies. I would never give you away to anyone. Remembering himself, the old man hastily sews the keys in his pocket. What are the keys for? Oh, the keys are for everything. They can open every door in the Tower of Estrad with these. The museum custodian on duty must carry these keys at all times and must never be parted for them, not even for a second. And why is that? Because if the keys were left unattended, they would be pinched by thieves, wouldn't they? Thieves who would strip the museum of all its treasures. What are you all looking at me for? Woljif exclaims indignantly, as though no one is looking at him. Give me the keys. Out of the question. According to museum protocol, the custodian does not have the right to hand over the keys to another. I am personally responsible for the safety of the exhibits and the storeroom. Don't you understand? This museum holds things that could help against the fight against the demons. Biting his lip, the old man holds out the keys to you. You're right. I'm just an old duffer. Take whatever you want. Go and defend our city. Why did the demons spare you? The museum custodian looks at you in stark surprise. Demons? There have been no demons in this museum. I heard them breaking into the tower, but then everything went quiet. Then a very polite young fellow came along, a half-elf. He said Kyrieru was under attack and that the Crusaders had already recaptured the tower. He said he'd been sent to oversee the evacuation of the museum. He was very pleased to find me here. I proved a very useful resource. I showed him all the most valuable relics, explained what they were, and he wrapped them up, labeled them, and carried them off somewhere. And I've been here all this time. I've locked the doors and stood guard to make sure no demon got in. But I've not seen one of them. Haven't heard any either. Grown hard of hearing over the years. Wendwog wrinkles her nose in disgust. Maybe the short lifespans of my people isn't a curse but a blessing. At least we never lived long enough to turn into something so pathetic. That half-elf was a demon worshipper. The old man frowns in confusion. What do you mean, demon worshipper? That fine lad, so well dressed and polite, they said the Crusaders. Oh my word, the relics, we must go after them. The old man works himself into a state, bitterly lamenting as he roots through his many pockets. But the outburst doesn't last long. The motions of his hands slow, and the awareness fades from his eyes. He stares off into the distance and looks at you, wets his lips, and sheepishly inquires, Sorry, did you say something? What happened here? The old man bursts into agitated muttering, gesticulating furiously with shaking hands. First the bell started ringing, and then there was noises in the street. Then the dragon, Lady Tarendula, began to roar. I went to lock the door, but they were already inside. The thieves. There were 7 of them, or perhaps 10. I don't remember. They were talking some rubbish about how they were all orphans, supposedly, that they were dangerous. They grabbed me and wouldn't let me go, and then they looted the place. They took anything with even a lick of gold on it. Relics, too. The museum boasts a very extensive collection, you know, and worst of all, they took the wand. And when they were done, they tossed me aside like a piece of old junk. They didn't even bother to kill me. The museum custodian looks at you with affront and anguish in his eyes. What wand did they steal? The wand of Zacharias, my master. He was a great man, the hero of the defense of the lost chapel. And those scoundrels took his wand, a relic. Ballads are sung about Zacharias, and they're just damned thieves. Master Zacharias will return, and he will assemble all of us, his students, and we'll show them. I'll show them what battle mage Telden is made of. Fury sparks in the old man's eyes. His spine straightens, and in a fluid motion, his hands raise his wand at the ready. But a howl of rage from outside frightens off the ghosts of the past. The old man turns around and looks at you in befuddlement. You were just asking me about something. I forget what it was. Where could I find the robbers? The old man throws up his hands. Haven't the foggiest. They're thieves. They know out-of-the-way places where they won't be found. That's where they are, if they're still alive. But they won't be in the city. I heard them talking among themselves about how they needed to get out of Kyrieru before the demons wiped them out. Are you alright? The old man smiles piteously and makes a helpless gesture. Old age, my young friend. Old age and the poison of fear steeping into the mind. Both have turned me from a crusader and battle mage into a sorry specimen you see before you. This museum is all I have. Whenever I forget who and where I am, I just read the exhibit labels. They are of the past, just like me. And now some ruffians have ransacked the place. I'm frightened, my young friend. I'm very frightened. Don't be afraid, the girl whispers. There's nothing to be afraid of. All the scary things have already happened. They're in the past. The old man nods, but continues his agitated motions. Scary, so scary. Tell me about the museum exhibits. The old man seems to come to life. It would take a lifetime to tell you all there is to know, but I'll take you on a tour of the highlights. Some of my personal favorites. You should have a look yourself. You won't regret it. For instance, we have a painting here depicting angels fighting demons. Now you may find it hard to believe, but in the first 2 crusades, many heavenly beings fought shoulder to shoulder with the crusaders, and the paintings are of Taronga and Lariel, the silver twins as they were called. I've actually met them, you know. When as a young man studying under Master Zacharias, they had no airs or graces about them, they walked among the mortals. They spoke to us, they healed our wounds. Lady Targana, I remember especially well. She had a special unearthly wisdom within her. The angel Lariel, on the other hand, was known for his daring, and the youngest crusaders idolized him. I wonder where they are now, the twins. We don't have any celestial beings in our ranks anymore. They all left sometime during the Second Crusade on a very important mission, they say. But I do love looking at this painting and remembering those days when envoys of heavens walked among us, and the light that seemed to shine from within them. The old man wipes his eyes. What was he saying? You must be messenger, yes? Or are you visitor? Why did those times end? Why did the Celestials not fight with us still? Heaven has not abandoned us. Surely. Heaven is above us, far, far away. Everyone there is good, I heard, but they can't see us from all the way up there. They don't want to help, fine, there's no need. Relying on the help of others is a weakness. We'll win on our own. That's right, we'll win on our own. There's nothing else we can do. You said that the angels Targana and Lariel are twins, but how can angels have siblings? That's a good question. Of course, angels are not born like mortals, so they can't have a mother and father or sisters and brothers as we understand them. Angels come from being come into being from reincarnated souls, or from the pure essence of the upper planes. Sometimes the angels may adopt some of the features of mortals. For instance, they can identify as male or female, although it's not generally their way. Some of them can also develop bonds of camaraderie or even of kinship. But the case of the Silver Twins is rarer still. They are two angels who emerged from one soul. What else do they call themselves if not twins? The old man smiles, seemingly satisfied with his speech. But within moments, his vacant expression is back in place, all awareness gone from his eyes. Stay out of my way. I want to see what's valuable here. The old man raises the wand, his back ramrod straight, to show him his military training. There's a dark glint in his eyes. Don't even think of it. These are relics, I tell you. If you lay one finger on any of them, I'll turn that finger to dust.
Save the last one for me.
For you.
Wendog just sneak attack critical hit him for 36 damage and he instantly died. He does have a battle wand, though. And a masterwork dagger. The wand is of magic missile. It's not a very good wand. And we're just going to steal. Almanac of the Tower of Estrad and a silver earring, some random junk. We're going to sell all this later. I'm surprised that Sela doesn't have anything to say, being lawful good, about us mowing down a poor old man hiding in a museum. I'm honestly, like, as a paladin, she should be out of her freaking mind pissed off. I don't know if the game takes alignments into consideration all that well. Like, she is lawful good. We straight up murdered an old man without a thought. Anywho, we are at 27 minutes. That took a little longer than I thought. It's a pretty small area, but there's a lot of talking, lots of lore stuff in here. We're gonna head back to the entrance. I think all of the spirits go away now, or they may already be gone. We have a couple things to read, and we'll go.
Trail me.
Farewell to Sarkoris. Eliandra, the legendary priestess of Pelura, watches the city of Iz crumble into the freshly opened world wound. More details in the museum almanac. Yaniel by a fountain. The picture was presumably painted from life over the summer of 4637, 1 year before Yaniel's heroic death during the battle for Trezin. More details in the almanac. That looks like Yaniel. And then we'll escape my all-seeing eye. The Inquisitor Halvarun fights a shadow demon he exorcised from a soldier's body, but it's gone. That one's really hard to see, but it is Crusader Queen, a copy of the famous embossed boss relief, originally created by Master Derek Sunhammer. Young Queen Galfrey is portrayed personally leading her crusaders into battle on the 1st of Abadius, 4624 during the First Crusade. It's kind of hidden by the roof there. That painting is very hard to see as well, but it says, "Here we stand and will not take a step back. The hand of the inheritor, Herald of Iamade, is depicted placing the first wardstone among the fortifications of Canabris." And that painting is almost unseeable. Among the cloudy colossi in this picture, the two angels Targana and Lariel are chasing and fighting a demon, or a deadly Vrolikai demon in the air, several miles above the world wound. More details in the almanac. And then we also have Seat of Grief, a view of the infamous Heaven's Edge estate. This is the place where most of the Mendevian aristocratic society at once fell prey to a supernatural plague unleashed by demons. And that's where we're going to end off, I think. I'm going to take a quick glance outside here, because I'm pretty sure we've done all of the rest of the stuff. We've done Gordon's Manor. We did that mission. Let's take a look at our quest log. I think it's under L. No? Maybe we can't here. Yes, we can. It's J for journal. Okay, so the V ones are done, right? So, we can still recruit some people, but I think we can't because we didn't do it the right way, technically. Cold Waters, we can't go to Chili Creek yet. Burning City, we have to talk to the storyteller. We'll do that soon. We have to talk to Irabeth about the Tower of Estrad. We have to take Nenio to some things. When Canaveras is saved, we have to go deal with that. We should go talk to a priest about our dreams in the Defender's Heart. We'll do that too. It looks like we just have to go to the Defender's Heart now. We've already done that. We've done this. I think we've done everything. We're going to head back to Defender's Heart now. We'll hit some of these things on the way, I guess. And then in the next video, we'll talk to the priest, see about our dreams. We'll talk to Irabeth, turn in the Tower of Estrad quest. We will level up Darren, because we should probably do that at some point in time. We'll also level up Nenio, because we should also do that at some point in time, you know. But we're getting fatigued. If we get attacked while we're fatigued, we'll be in bad shape. But we'll save here, just in case. I'd rather not have to rest out here. We can just rest at the Defender's Heart. Oh, no, just keep going. It's fine. Only -2. It's when they get to the one past fatigued, exhausted, that's bad. I mean, fatigued isn't good, but I think we'll be okay with fatigue until we get there.
Tear your throat out.
Plus, it's just bugs. We're fine. This is okay. We're only dealing with -2 to all stats, I think. Or -2 to strength and penalty. But if we get exhausted, that's when things get really, really bad. Like, dire for your group bad. Only 3 hours away. If we get exhausted, we'll just rest. We've made it to this thingy, and we're almost less than an hour to Defender's Heart. We'll be fine. Sweet. Oh, okay, we can evade those ones. We stealth checked away. Realistically, we probably should have fought it for some experience, but we can fight things after the city. There's actually no time limit now, so we can technically grind levels if we really wanted to. It would be silly to do though. What's this? I don't know what this is. They all died, my whole troop. But there's 1,000 gold in that thing. 1,200 gold.
What's in wait for me there, I wonder?
This video can be a tiny bit longer because our last video for the evil campaign was like 12 minutes long because it was very, very short. Alright, let's go here. I think maybe he has the good stuff yet? No, still no sword. But we're getting to close to enough money to get it. It's going to cost us an absolute fortune. We do have some magical items to sell, things that we aren't going to use, like the sickle. That. We'll use the short bow, maybe. We'll give that to someone. Don't need that one. Heavy Mace of Fire, gone. Flail of Weakness, gone. Decimation, gone. There we go. We probably have some magical armor too, but we'll look into that later on. We can at least sell one of the half plates. And probably the breastplate, but we'll take a look. We're at 49,000 gold, which is pretty good. The sword we want is about 30,000, give or take. But this is where I'm going to leave you. So like always, if you have any suggestions or comments, please leave them below. I'll see you next time. Take care.